Sure. Hi, Linda. Hello, Jose. How's everybody today? Hi, Julie. I said to myself, you're at home and you're not doing anything. Might as well see if anybody wants to do some readings. I know, right? I was sitting here and I just felt like, let's do some readings. Here I am. Hi, Angelita. Isn't that nuts? I was bored. Yay. But here we are. Just going to take a quick second to share. So I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Did you watch the Super Bowl? What did you think about it? How was that for you? You're making lasagna. Ooh, yummy. Please share out if you're kind. I appreciate you. Take a moment to share. Not a sports person. I am. My glasses are filthy, but that's fine. They're filthy. I decided to do a live stream today because I'm going to be on somebody's podcast tonight. So I won't be able to go live tonight. But I'm here for it. You like Facebook better? Yeah, Facebook, it's better, I guess. Just sharing. Give me a moment. Yeah, it'll be it's like a spirituality thing, and we'll talk for a little while and then we'll do some readings on there. So it's, it'll be all right. Oh, I'm a little hungry. I just had a banana, but my stomach's like, that wasn't food. And I'm like, no, really, it was. It was totally food. I swear to God. I'm going to be doing, where did I put my, hold on a second. I got to clean my glasses. I'm not prepared. Where am I? Okay. Sorry. We're going to be doing readings today. They are going to be tarot card readings or psychic readings. It just depends whichever one you prefer. I will do a random free reading or two, depending on how many people purchase a reading. So if you would like a tarot card reading, they're $10, $15, or $20 today. If you would like a psychic reading of any kind, which would be medical scan, connecting to your loved ones who've passed over, messages from your guides, future clairvoyant readings. No, we're not doing healings. We're not doing healings today. But anything like that, just let me know. Okay, so not a sports fan. I'm not technically a sports fan. I like the game of football, and I like to watch the game. I don't have a team. I don't root for a team. I just really enjoy the whole game itself, but I'm not into other kinds of sports. I'm not going to watch tennis or golf or baseball or anything else. And honestly, I haven't watched football games in quite some time. So I watched the games last week when they had the playoff, the conference or whatever to figure out who was going to be in the Super Bowl. I watched that game, and that game, that was really good. And so I was curious about whether or not Patrick Mahomes was going to get through this game without breaking his leg. So I went and watched the game at a place and had some great company. And it was fun. The game was very entertaining to me. The halftime show was, I don't know if it was where I was at, but the audio kept cutting in and out. Did y'all watch the halftime show? Did that happen to you? Did you watch the halftime show? It is different. I've done that too, Angelita. I watched a Patriots and Texans game in person. To me, it was totally different. I mean, I'm not a drinker, so I wasn't sitting there, getting blasted, but it was so loud. It was just so loud, and it was just, I don't know. I kind of prefer watching it on TV, actually. It took forever to get in. It took forever to get out. It was like deafeningly loud. Anytime there was a third down, they just got so ridiculously crazy. You didn't like the halftime show. Was your audio cutting in and out like hey, look, she's lip syncing? No shit. But where I was at, they had probably 30 TVs, and the audio kept cutting in and out during her performance. So I thought that was interesting. I wasn't sure if it was just, where I was at, or if it happened to everybody. Did it happen to everybody? Good morning, Jim. Hi, Brianna. I just, I don't know. I just thought that was weird. The audio was fine. Yeah, it had to have been where I was, because it just, it just kept cutting in and out. And I was like, that's weird. And everybody was booing, which I thought was kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, so that happened. But if you're interested in a reading today, it's $10, $15, or $20 for tarot card readings, and spirit readings and things of that nature are $25. There's 4 different ways to make a donation in the description box of the video. Hi, Jagita. You want a reading today? Yes, ma'am. Dorothy said hers came. Now, yeah, isn't that weird? Not that I care about Rihanna at all as a point of fact. I don't care about all celebrities and their personal life, but I thought it was kind of weird that she was so blatantly pregnant. I'm like, couldn't you have, had somebody else do it that maybe could have bounced around a little more and, made it entertaining? I mean, it's the most watched 15 minutes or whatever of television, and they had a pregnant woman doing this, and it was just, I mean, I could have hopped around more, and I'm overweight, so I don't know. I just thought it was a disappointing show, but as usual, halftime shows usually are. But anyways, I don't understand the whole red theme. Why is everything red? Everything was red at the Grammys, and everything is red on the halftime show, and I don't know what they have with that going on with that color, like what the message is supposed to be. I really don't know. But I thought it was weird and worth mentioning. How's everybody handling the mysterious objects floating around in the sky over numerous places? If you don't watch the news, you won't know that there's, alien crafts and mystery objects being seen all over the world. Just want to remind everybody that there are different projects in the military that research and promote the psychological results of doing things like this, and perhaps they're in the process of researching how we react to things of that nature. So I wouldn't give it the time of day if it were me. Maybe red for Valentine's Day. Maybe, Denise. Maybe. You're right. That could be. Okay, Angelita. I thought Rihanna ate it. I thought so too, Julie. I just thought she didn't do that well, but she looked very pregnant, so I don't know. Resting because of your health issues. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you want to talk about it? Why is that on? Hold on. It's like incredibly warm today, and South Dakota is going to be 60 degrees. Yay! Can you believe it? It's gorgeous. 60 degrees. It's like, let's go to the beach. Not really. Hi, Elspeth. How are you today, sweetheart? Let's see. All right. Angelita, did you have a question for the cards or just whatever comes through for you? We're talking about... Yeah, right? I mean, it's South Dakota. You don't need a coat when it's 60. I mean, you really don't. It's like, it's so cold that like when it turns 60, it's practically hot. I'm wearing a short sleeve. So I plan to be out and about now today. Your spiritual journey. Okay. Let's see what's coming up for Angelita's. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I was here and I plan on being on somebody's podcast, and I don't know if y'all had seen Ben Thompson comment on a few of my live streams, and he reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in being on his Inspired Action page /podcast. I shared the link for it tonight at 6 p.m. and he wants me to do it every week. So that's something we'll be doing on Mondays. It sounds like fun. But in the meanwhile, let's see what we have for Angelita's journey. So this is a time for you to decide what your strong suits are, how you want to use them moving forward. I got the strength card coming out exactly sideways. So it's not about what you're good at or what you're not good at. It's what strengths do you want to use? How do you want to channel your energy moving forward? Like, for example, I'm really good at cooking, but I don't want to cook. So I'm not going to use that strength moving forward. And then you have the Four of Cups in reverse coming out over that. I feel like this is the part of your journey where you're really conquering that part of the ego that wants to compare yourself to other people, the part of you that finds yourself lacking. Okay, so this next phase of your spiritual journey will be about facing reality instead of the illusion of lack in comparison to other people. And it's time for you to really like let go of your fear. You know what I mean? Like allow yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. because it feels to me like you've been allowing yourself to, it all has to do with the comparison with other people, feeling tired, feeling drained, feeling beaten, um, feeling like you're not measuring up to other people, and just wanting to quit. Like it feels like there's this next part of your journey is going to really take a lot out of you, because it's all about inspired action. It's all about allowing yourself to see what your strengths are and actually start using them, channeling them, focusing on those things instead of, oh, I have so many different areas that I need to progress in. Just do one area at a time, you know. It's most beneficial that way. Okay. Yeah, you have to be willing to let go of some things. You have to be willing to get inspired. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands in my mind's eye. And so you have to allow yourself to step outside of your comfort zone, step outside of fear, try new things. Don't be afraid to fail. You know, the only way that we're really going to know what we're supposed to do is by trying things to see if they work, right? Oh, what happened here? Yeah. You have to see opportunities when they're presented to you. You have to see the silver lining, you know, the silver lining in different scenarios. When you feel like something, when you're, you know, pessimistic and you look at something and you see, you know, oh crap, that's a shitty thing to happen. You have to look for the opportunity for growth, or the opportunity to step outside the box and do something different than what you normally would. You know, when things aren't working out the way that you want them to, you know, maybe look around the corner and see if there's a different avenue that you're supposed to take. Hi, Ronald. How are you? Are you at work? That's what I'm seeing for you. I feel like you need to really, I feel like you need to step outside the box. Okay. Allow yourself to, if you're pulled in a direction, if you're, like I said, look around the corner and see if there's a silver lining, see if there's a hidden opportunity that maybe you wouldn't have gone on, because you're so focused on one thing. You're not seeing all of the opportunities that the universe is showing you, like in the peripheral vision. So kind of like step back and see what else, look around the corner and see if there's another opportunity for growth that you wouldn't normally take. You have to let go of fear and allow yourself to try something different. You completely understand. Wonderful. Well, I hope that makes sense to you. You're in Ohio. It's a bit different, but not really. Hey, what was this I'm seeing on information about shooting? They shot something down over Ohio. I don't know. You're at work. That's okay. It's okay if you're at work. You got video of the string of lights last night? You know, when I first saw that string of lights, it reminded me very much of when they launched Starlink. And I'm like, that looks like Starlink. Hi, Tawny. How you doing, my friend? And I don't know. I don't believe any of it. I feel like there's such a desire to divert attention to other things right now that I don't believe it to be true. I know Project Bluebeam is, you know, is a real thing. Well, that's what it looked like to me. I'm not saying that aliens don't exist. They absolutely do. Could an alien ship be shot down by an F-12? No, absolutely not. They have the ability to blip out of dimensions. There's no way in hell that they're so slow that they would be shot down by a plane. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. None. It's just not ringing true. None of it is ringing true for me as far as my claircognizance. It just doesn't feel true to me. So I'm just not going to believe any of it. Yeah, so they say, but all these things that they're shooting down, they're not coming up with any, where's the remains of it? How come nobody's seen anything? You know what I mean? Yeah, Brianna, I said that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm sending you lots of love, and I hope that everything turns out for the best. Honestly, a good thing for you, a good mantra for you to repeat is, "I am healthy. My body is in optimal health. I am safe in my body to experience all the pleasures of life." Hi, Sarah. I love you too. Hi, Cindy. Phew. Good, Cindy. I am so glad. What did they say? Yeah, I've got one sleeping on the chair over there and another one behind me on the bed. Okay. If you would like to get a reading today, your baby had a bad dream and kept us up. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What did you do after she had the bad dream? You had a virus. Okay. So there's something going on in there. Honestly, I heard that it was made in the USA, so I don't really know. Are they still doing good indoors? Oh yeah, they're fine. I don't think they even miss it. Don't think they even miss it. Talked about release and letting go. So I don't disagree with any of those tactics, but she forgets to breathe when she's upset. Yeah. I don't disagree with any of those. But I would say as a child, um, when you have a nightmare, it's very, very scary and you don't feel safe. And so one of the things that I try to tell Emma when she does have a nightmare, which is not very often, but when she does, I tell her that everything is okay and that she's safe and that she's here with me and that it wasn't real. That it was that it's not her reality, that is not real. Okay. That wouldn't happen, like her being separated from me or her being, lost and finding me in a bingo hall. One time she had a dream that I don't know, it's just but I tell her that it's not real. Right. And so she's having so her subconscious mind is creating a reality where she's separated from you, which is something that most children experience at some point. Um, separation anxiety from their parents. I also like when Emma's really upset about something, I will try to redirect her attention to something that's more pleasant. When she was younger, I used to have her think about things that would make her happy, like puppies and kittens and, silly animals and, things of that nature. And I would just pull her attention away from that and put it onto something better that she would enjoy. I had a dream last night that I don't know what the heck was going on, but Emma was, I don't know, she was probably younger in the dream. She was in a bathtub. This is right before I woke up. She was in a bathtub and she had a little tiny dog, like a chihuahua or something. I don't even know what kind of dog it was. It was a tan dog, and she was like holding it under the water because in the dream, she thought that it could breathe under the water. And I took the dog from her. I'm like, what are you doing? You're killing this poor dog. They can't breathe underwater. Why do you think they keep their head above the water? But that was like, I was like, woke up. I'm like, that was weird. Things don't scare me, but I'm sure if it was somebody else, it would have been like freaky. Like, oh, puppy's dying. Yeah. It didn't feel that way to me. It just felt like really strange. So if you're interested in a message today or anything of that nature, tarot card readings are $10, $15, or $20, and spirit messages are $25. Please share out if you're kind. Help her breathe better and have fun. Have a bottle of soap bubbles for her to blow, and they'll pop. Great advice, Elspeth. So what have you been up to, Tawny? Still running ragged being mom of the year or what? She puts us all to shame. I did get it, Dragita. I got it, and I just need you to let me know what exactly you would like. Do, 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 do. Message from your mom. Okay, let's see what we can get. What's your mom's first name? Oh, that's cool. I hope she is. I hope she gets to be on the dance team. Roma. Did your mom have cancer? Hi, Karen. Here I am. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what this word means, so just give me a second. She just keeps showing me images of the breast, and so I don't know why this is. If it's because like some kind of breast reduction. I don't know who this is. I don't know what this is about, Jagita, but I'm just trying to figure it out. Bilateral segmentation, breast surgery. Do you have somebody that had breast surgery, Jagita? For $10 you get 5 cards, Ronald, and for $20 you get 10 cards. Heart surgery. Did they have to cut something? Okay. She just keeps telling me bilateral, and I don't know what that is entails, but it is some kind of an incision. It's some kind of a surgery on the chest. So heart surgery, that's a weird way to talk about it. But was this the second time that she'd had surgery? It doesn't have to necessarily be heart surgery, but is this like the second time? She's also giving me pain in my head. It was her second surgery. Okay, Misty, I'm gonna write you down. Do you understand about the head pain? She had a stroke. Okay. Was she taking some kind of a clinical trial medication? Because she's mentioning trials to me. I'm not sure if she means legal trials or like clinical trials, but since we're talking about her medical issues, I wasn't sure if she was what that was about. Hi, Chandra. How are you, sweetheart? Trials. You have a bad internet connection? Oh. Oh no. Your mom is telling me that you have been having hard times with others. She's talking about siblings. Have you been having problems with your siblings or? Why, thank you, Miss Chandra. It's wonderful to see you as well. Sunshine in a bottle. That's what you are. She's talking about siblings squabbling, she said. So I'm not sure if you have kids that are squabbling or if you're squabbling with siblings. Or if this has something to do with your siblings and somebody else. A rift. She's saying to take some time out from this. Okay. And I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure if you have kids and they've been fighting a lot lately, or if this is you and your siblings and there's some kind of rift, or what this is, how it's you can't hear anything. It's a bad connection. Okay. Can you hear now? Did you go out and come back? My nose is getting very stuffy. Hi, Jem. So, did you probably didn't hear me the part where I was talking about something to do with having hard times with others, and she mentioned siblings, and so I'm not sure if she's talking about you have children and they've been arguing, or if it's you having a rift with your own siblings. Okay, I just know that she said that there's some kind of squabbling is the word that she used happening with siblings. Why are you sorry? Why are you sorry? Don't be sorry. What you didn't do anything wrong. What are you sorry for? Don't be silly. But she said that it's for you to take out the trash, and I think excuse me, I'm just getting very gunky right now. I don't know why. I'm not sure if she's talking about figuratively or literally, like start worrying about your own house, start worrying about your own your own self. And if it is your children that are squabbling with each other, then they need to take some time out from being around each other. So maybe don't let them talk to each other. Don't let them play with each other, and then they'll start missing each other. It's my sister's daughter. I raised her, and now we don't talk. Oh, so that's the rift that she was talking about. Okay. So it feels to me like, as far as that's concerned, that there's going to be a period of time of separation, and I feel like things will come back together at some point. I don't feel like it's going to be anytime soon. I think it's going to take a couple of years, but I do feel like something will happen that will kind of forge a path for y'all to be back in connection with each other, to bond again. Okay. She just needs to take time out, take time apart. Right. So it seems like whenever we have a disagreement with anyone, taking space is the best avenue, because a lot of our disagreements stem from projection of our own feelings, insecurities, and shadow problems. And when we take space from the person, that gives us an opportunity to reflect on it and to do some introspective healing, like to analyze the different places where those projected pains and insecurities came from. And some people don't know to do that, and it's just happens naturally when they think about things that have happened in their past. Naturally, you would associate those things with other things in your mind, even if you're not aware of it. So taking time apart sometimes can heal wounds even without conscious effort. Okie dokie. But your mom says that you're doing a good job. It just feels like she's showing me the 6 of Cups. And so she's showing me like it feels like you've been thinking about her a lot lately. And it feels like you've been missing her, wishing things could be different. But it's okay right now, she said. It's okay. You don't have to fix everything. Some things have to fix themselves. Okay. And she said she wants you to know she misses you too. See, I was stone in my chest. I was in my mother passed. I was not able to go back to my. I was so my chest. I was in the USA when my mother passed. I was not able to go back to my country. So you're carrying a heavy burden of guilt. I understand. I'm sorry that you're feeling that way. That was a situation out of your control, right? Because if you could choose, if you could make the decision to go when your mother passed, then you would have, right? Bad connection again. Hi, Lauren. Thanks for the good vibes. We're doing paid readings today. We're doing $10, $15, or $20 tarot card readings and $25 spirit messages. If you're interested in any one of those, there's 4 different ways to pay in the description box of the video. I just feel like you're being too hard on yourself, Jurgita. That if you were able to, if it was in your control to change, that you would change it. But that doesn't mean you have to feel guilty for the situation that you found yourself in. Even if you chose to come to the United States, there was no way for you to know that your mother would pass while you were gone. It's not like you did it on purpose. It's not like you were purposefully trying to not go see your mom when she passed, or see her after or go to her funeral. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel, it feels like a misplaced burden of guilt. To me, it feels like you are, you're needing closure, but not to carry this, what did you call it? A stone on your chest, this heavy burden that you're carrying because you weren't able to attend your mother's burial. I think it's just closure. And honestly, even if you were in the same country with her when she passed, there's absolutely no guarantee that you would have gotten closure. There's no guarantee that you would have been there. I mean, I don't know how she passed. I didn't ask her, but there's no guarantee that you would have even been there physically then. Like, there's no guarantees. Okay. Hi, Penny. How are you doing today, darling? So I think that this is just misplaced guilt, and that's something that you might want to consider letting go of. Okay. Because had you been able to, you would have gone. But because you were not able to, you feel guilty because you didn't get to be there. Hello, Altair. I'm wonderful. How are you? We're doing paid readings today. Before anyone else asks, there are $10, $15, or $20 tarot card readings, or you can get any type of psychic reading that I offer for $25. There's 4 different ways to make your payment in the description box of the video. So, Jurgita, I hope your volume gets fixed, or your internet connection gets fixed, and you're able to rewatch your reading in its entirety on the replay, so that you can receive all the messages that your mom wants you to have. Okay? Wish you the best of luck, though. It's really sad when we have loved ones that pass. She doesn't need to feel bad about it. I know. Your mom is just still here. She's like, she doesn't need to feel bad about it. She doesn't need to feel bad about it. Stop worrying about things that have already happened, she said. The past is the past. Okay. What else? Is that all you want to just tell her how much I love her? Okay. Okay, we're going to move on now to Miss Misty. Miss Misty, how can I help you today? I feel like she wants to talk to her family too. Need some guidance. Okay. What's going on? Facebook closed out. You said you need some guidance. Is there any particular area that you need guidance in, Misty? She's watching over me, and how is my son? She's very happy with everything that's going on in your life, Jurgita. She said that you're doing great. I don't know when I said that, but I do know that I said that. We're just waiting for Misty to get resituated. You don't know how to explain. Is there some kind of separation here? Dealing with Becky and my great aunt is having seen things. Dealing with Becky and my great aunt is having seen things or people. Is Becky your great aunt, or is that a different person? Your daughter. So you're dealing with your daughter and your great aunt who is seeing things or people. So for clarity, I just wanted to know, is Becky and your great aunt both seeing things and people? Or just one of them? Like dealing with Becky, period, and also my great aunt is seeing things or people. Okay, Jurgita, I'm sorry your internet was yucky. Trying to let her grow up. So two different. Good. That's good. Trying to let Becky grow up. That's good. And your aunt seeing things and people is a separate issue? Your great aunt is seeing things. Now, before I get into the whys of this, the very first question that pops into my mind is, had she had any changes to her medication recently? Okay, two different subjects. Okay, good. So the first thing that I'm wondering if with for your great aunt, if she's had any changes to her medications recently. A small bit. Okay. So that feels noteworthy to me and why they mentioned it to me. Has your great aunt ever had any kind of aneurysm or stroke? She's 91. No. Okay. Is she on any kind of a blood thinner? Yes. Okay. So I have a gentleman here that I'm assuming, was she married, because he's talking about her joining him. He's talking about her her time of passing. Oh God. Was she married? Okay. So her husband, who's here, is talking about her time, her is this somebody that you take care of? Has she been seeing her husband or family members? It is. That I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to. I'm glad that you know, but yes. Um, I feel like the things that she's progressing to cross over is what they're telling me, and that she's and that she's preparing to meet her family again. And so they are, so she's seeing them. They're making themselves known to her because to help her transition. Okay. Well, I understand that it can be confusing to you, especially if she's not explaining it in a way that makes sense. Uh, but just try to, don't be alarmed at what she's seeing. Okay. Um, a lot of it is just to help ease her through the process because some people have a very strong fear of death throughout their life, and then they need that kind of a guiding helping hand when they're getting ready to pass so that they don't um, fight the transition. You know what I mean? So she's is did you have twins? Was that you that had twin babies? Is if that's going to happen the next 2 weeks? No, you didn't have twins. Somebody had twin babies. I just couldn't remember who it was. Somebody on my feed. Cute little babies. Hi. I'm going to say your name wrong. Procky? Prakey? I'm sorry. Terrible, terrible at names. Is she going to meet them within the next 2 weeks? Is there a time frame for her? Do you know? Her great great granddaughter has the baby already been born? Is the baby going to be born within the next couple of weeks? That's what I'm asking you, because 2 weeks was a time frame that I was given. Okay, then if it's within the next couple of weeks, then yes. And no, I'm not going to say one way or another why it has to be within the next couple of weeks because I don't do any kind of predictions like that. I try not to anyway. But I was told to give you the details that I was receiving. So that's what I was receiving. It gives everyone time to prepare, is what I'm hearing. So, as far as the issue with Becky, and you are trying to let her grow up, does that mean you're trying to let her experience the results of her decisions? Because it feels to me like that's her birthday's on the 20th. Becky's birthday? Okay, good. And so this is considered tough love with people who are very stubborn. I have people in my life that I've had to dish out some tough love to and take a step back from, right? Um, you can't always be there and be supporting when they continue to make bad decisions. You have to let them reap what they sow, right? So I think for her birthday, I don't think there should be like to me, I'm feeling like there's some kind of a uh Becky's was on the 11th, great as on the 20th. Oh, she'll make it to her birthday. I will be on at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, Ronald. I'm going to be on somebody's show. There's a link on my page to the event. If you want to click on the link and respond to it, you will get notified when it is live, when it's about to happen and everything. But I'm going to be on somebody's podcast. So she'll make it to her birthday. No problem. But let's talk about your daughter now, right? It just You're welcome. So about Becky. So we're letting her make her own decisions. And Becky's having trouble with wanting to keep a job. Okay. How old is Becky? Remind me how old she is. She says she's always sick. And she lives with you? Okay. Do you make Becky pay any bills? I'm sure that's the purpose of the invitation, Elspeth, is to grow his network. And I totally understand that and I appreciate that. Okay. And does she have money to pay her bills? Well, if she doesn't want to pay on time, then her things can get shut off, right? Or taken away. You know, if she has to pay car insurance on her car and she doesn't pay the car insurance, we take the keys away because you can't drive without insurance. If you have a phone bill and you're paying her phone bill, you turn her phone off. That's what I'm saying. You have to be strong in your boundaries with her. If she doesn't pay on time, just like any other thing, they'll shut you off. You know, you don't pay electric bill, they'll shut you off. You don't pay your phone bill, they'll shut you off. You don't pay your car insurance, it gets canceled. Like you have to, if you can't coddle somebody who's 20 years old. You know, eventually at some point in her life, she's going to have to take care of herself. She's going to have to be able to take care of herself. Hopefully that will be sooner rather than later. She is using your emotions to manipulate you to do what she wants. If I'm sick all the time, but she can still go out and give money to her friends. That seems like an excuse. Okay. So, you know, if there are certain things that she has that she's supposed to pay, take them away. Cut them off. She doesn't take you seriously if you don't do those things. That, my friend, is tough love. And sometimes our kids need it. You know, they really do. To build you emotionally. You're letting your love for your daughter interfere with your responsibility to raise a responsible human being. That is your job, to raise a person who can function in society. And if she doesn't like her job because she's sick all the time, then she needs to get a different job. If she doesn't want to pay her bills, she won't be able to take care of herself. It is your job to raise a functioning member of society, and you're not doing that right now. So stop feeling bad about what she's just trying to make you feel bad. She's manipulating you. Okay. If she's doing this over and over again, but still has time to go out with her friends and give money to her friends and do things with her friends, then it's just a ruse. It's just fake. That's all it is. So if she doesn't pay her phone bill, disconnect her line. She'll get the hint. If she doesn't pay her car insurance, take the car away. That is exactly what she's doing. She's 20 years old. She's old enough to vote for the president, but she can't pay her own phone bill. Hmm? There's something wrong there. We need to stop creating a society where people are dependent on others. She needs to be able to be independent, dependent upon herself. So take a few deep breaths. I am doing my job as a mom by turning your phone off, by taking your car away, by taking your credit card away, by whatever it is that you're doing for her. If she's not paying her bills, she needs to know there's going to be consequences. It's a sad state of the world. I personally was working from the age of 14 and buying all the things of my own myself. That does not mean everybody is like me. I know everybody is not like me. Most people wait until they're 16 or 17 or 18 to get a job, but they should have a job. They should have responsibilities before they leave the house. They should know how to do things. They should know that there are consequences to their irresponsible actions. That's just, it's just necessary. I love you too, sweetheart. I want you to be strong through this. It won't have to take it won't be forever, okay? You just have to throw cold water on her in a way. You have to shock her into seeing that it's time for her to grow up. Like I said, it won't be forever, but it is something that you'll have to be strong for a period of time. Maybe a month, maybe 2 months, so that she can see that she needs to clean up her act. She's not a baby anymore. She's 20. If she's old enough to have her own babies, she needs to start acting like an adult. Right? Tough love is still love. Sure she does. I'm sure she does. It seems like it's very triggering for you, because I feel like you had to take care of a lot of things as a child, and it's not fair to you that your daughter doesn't have to do that, but honestly it's your own fault, because you had to take care of a lot of things and be responsible as a child. You didn't get to have a childhood, so you've done the exact opposite and been too lax and too lenient on your daughter. And so this is kind of a lesson to you that even though life was kind of hard for you, you still have to have some boundaries and some rules in order to be a functioning member of society. Okay. Wonderful. So if anyone's interested in getting a tarot card reading today, they are 10, 15, or $20 for cards. and $25 for spirit messages, medical mediumship, messages from your angels and guides, future clairvoyant readings, anything like that. I might need more food. That banana really didn't do nothing for me. What's that, Jack? Well, you don't have to fight with her. You just say this is how it is, and then don't let her provoke you. These are the rules from now on. I'm allowed to change the way this household is run, the dynamic of this relationship. For the next couple of months, I'm no longer your mother. I am your landlord. I am your bill collector. Just take the emotional aspect out, and she can't use it against you. You can still be loving in other aspects. You can still sit down and eat dinner together. You can still do things together, but not taking responsibility for her as an adult. That's right. Stick to your guns, your parental guns. Okay. I hope that helps you. Oh. Okay. So we're going to do a free reading for somebody. Let's see. Put your favorite number in the comments. Let's see which one I'm pulled to. If you want a free little reading here. Oh, 27. That's a good number, Elspeth. I barely remember that age. It was so long ago. 20 years ago, my Lord. What actually was I doing? 20 years ago, my boy was 7. Oh, yeah, I remember. I remember. He was such a cutie. He still is. Still is a cutie. Well, Elspeth, you're the only one responding, so I'm going to give this reading to you. Have you been struggling? It almost feels like you have kind of been hermiting a little bit. Like you have been pulling back from everyone and kind of keeping to yourself. It's like when you need to still, yes, and semi-hermit. It's like when we need to take a step back to kind of recuperate, regenerate energy after we've been through a little bit of a, not necessarily a full-blown dark night of the soul, but, when we go through a healing process, and it could be a spiritual healing process, it could be emotional, mental, physical. It just depends really what it is that you feel you need healing on right now. I feel like that we have to remember how strong we are, and maybe look back and see all the things you've managed to get through, knowing that this is not going to stop you. So you're just very determined I feel like your determination never goes away. Yeah, it just feels like you've kind of been feeling a little lost. And I think we just need to take, I need, I need you to just take a little time to recuperate, recharge your batteries. Sometimes they get drained and is it time to, no, not yet. I feel like we need to stay in a little bit longer, just another few days, but like make a conscious effort to recuperate your batteries. It feels like they've been drained, and it feels like this happened over the last couple weeks, that there's some kind of a drain that happened. I don't know if it's somebody that you interacted with, a conversation that you had that did not go the best, or what it is, but something has drained you in some way, and I feel like you need to recuperate. Okay, so stay in your bubble, but I want you to do it consciously. I want you to say, this is self-care. This is me taking care of myself as an act of self-love. I'm going to keep to myself. I'm just going to, recharge my emotional, mental, physical, whatever, spiritual batteries, whatever it is that you feel has taken a hit. All right. Drained and in a bubble. That's what I'm feeling. It feels like we just need to consciously recharge, not just, oh, I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing anything. No, I am consciously recharging my energetic batteries, my spiritual, whatever, mental, emotional batteries, and I'm doing it in an effort to bring myself back into balance, so that I can go back out to the world and be purposeful. That's what I have for you. Who else wants a free reading? Well, nobody seems to want a free reading, so I'm gonna say goodbye. Ooh, my stomach is very hungry. Yeah, I was gonna give a free card reading. Did you want a free card reading? You want a free card reading, Jagita? Okay. All right, let's see what we got for you. These are the Five of Swords. This is about... Five of Swords usually means to me when you're having some kind of a battle of wits with somebody, or trying to win no matter what, because it's a matter of the ego, right? And it feels like you had some kind of a conquering session here, something that you've done to outwit. I feel like you've outwitted somebody recently, or that you're going to be outwitting somebody, on the mental battle. All of these swords are coming out. It feels like you're going to have some kind of a, like, your ego is going to be provoked, and you're going to want to outsmart somebody, outwit somebody, and it feels like you'll be successful at it, but I feel like there's an ulterior motive here. It's like you're going to be, you're testing someone. It feels like you're testing someone. I don't know if this is your relationship, but it feels like you're going to be putting somebody through the ringer. Like you're going to be testing their loyalty. You're going to be testing their honesty. Yeah, it feels like you're I don't know if this is your relationship or what this is, but you're going to be testing someone's faithfulness to you. So that's interesting. I hope that makes sense. Mimi would like some cards. Okay, Mimi. Ooh. So you have the Ace of Wands with the Magician in reverse, which is confusing to me. Yes, I got you. Because it's like you want to start over, but you keep relapsing into old patterns. So you really have to like ignore your desire to relapse into old patterns. Okay. So it's almost like wanting to join the gym and then going 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and then you don't go for a couple days. And it's like relapsing into a pattern, or wanting to eat better. And then you eat a salad for lunch and you eat a healthy dinner. And then the next day you really want powdered donuts. It's like not allowing yourself to relapse into old sabotaging patterns. And and it could be related to your financial situation. It could be shopping. It could be impulse buying, or shopping when you're feeling insecure or need some kind of a pick me up. It could have to do with like spending in some way, buying things that you don't need. Amazon. It could be so many different things. Oh yeah, true. So we have to, if we want to have lasting security, we have to stop punishing ourselves with toxic behaviors. Okay. Let that be a lesson to all of us. Well, whatever it is, whatever this behavior is that you're trying to avoid, those were just examples. Mimi, take it how it resonates with you. Whatever this is that you want to avoid, then you have to actually stick to it. You have to stay committed, and don't allow yourself to self-sabotage. Okay. It could be eating. Definitely could be eating. Absolutely could be eating. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Mimi. If you want to have lasting success, you have to be more aware of your self-sabotaging tendencies and behaviors and nip it in the bud. Don't allow it to ruin the success that you're having or going to have. Okay? Alrighty. If you're waiting too long, I'll tell you. Yeah, by all means. All right. I hope y'all have a wonderful day today. Thank you for joining me for this morning live, and many blessings to you all. I'll see you tonight, hopefully at 6 p.m. If you go on my page, Misty the Medium, on Facebook, I have, I'm joining somebody for a podcast tonight at 6 p.m. And there's an invitation on the page, on my page that I shared the link for. So go and click on, respond whether or not you're going to go, so that you get notified when we start, in case you forget about it. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful day.